Thank you everyone for joining us today here at Levittown Public Library Stretch Fusion class with Debbie. It is September 14th at 1:30 p.m. Go ahead, Debbie.
All right, thank you very much. Hey, everybody, welcome to our Stretch Fusion class. We're going to be doing some stretches that start out a little bit standing with some coordination, balance, and standing stretches, then moving it to the chair for some stretches. And today we're actually going to do some of the stretches down on the mat. Each week I noticed that more and more people were not bringing their mats, but to be fair to the people who have their mats, I want to, make sure that we do touch base with that. What we do on the mat, I'm going to try to verbally tell you what you can do in the chair. So we'll try to juggle both things. Hopefully it comes across okay. So just as a reminder, honor your body. If you have any issues or any injuries or anything like that, listen to your body. Don't do anything just because I say so. Modify any way you can. If you have a shoulder injury and I say come like the all the way up here, but this is where you go, that's where you go. You listen to your body and do what is right for you. So we're going to start out with a little bit of a slow motion, pumping the arms with a march, just getting the body warmed up, the muscles warmed up. So we're going to take it slow motion, and it also works on your balance and coordination, starting with that right knee coming up first. But again, it really doesn't matter. It's just a little bit of a march. So you're just bringing me up. For 1, we're going to go for 8 of everything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now fold your arms for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fingers up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dropping the elbows. Take them for 1, nice and slow and smooth, and 2. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to add a little twist for 1, 2, and you don't have to twist. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now back to center, no twist for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fingers stay up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now fold the arms for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fingers down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So even when we're going in slow motion, I don't know if you noticed it, I noticed it myself, your heart rate does go up. That's slow and steady, so you don't have to do runs around the blocks or jumping jacks or high impact stuff to get that heart rate up. It's something as simple as just marching in place, moving the arms. Once you even bring your arms up overhead, your body is working harder and you get that heart rate up, but in a gentle way. All right, so we're going to take it into some balance, because balance, I find, is so very important. As we age, we lose our sense of balance. So we need to physically take the initiative and practice. That's something you have to practice. So all of the weight is going to be primarily on your left leg. Chairs nearby if you need it. Safety always comes first. So we're going to be lifting the right knee to a count of 4. We're going to keep it up. Maybe we'll just keep it up for a count of 8 and then lower it for 4. And we'll only do 3 sets of that, and then we'll do some other things. So right knee, bringing it up. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. Good, doing that again, bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. One more time like that, bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. So you may have noticed that the calf of the standing leg was getting a good workout as well, because all of your weight was there and the muscles are stabilizing so that to keep you upright. All right, so we're going to continue by taking that right foot, putting it in front of the left like you're on a tightrope with a slight gap between your heel and your toe, just so you don't catch one foot on the other. We're just going to call it a rocking horse. You're just going to slightly lean forward, lift your back heel up. You don't have to lean too far. It's mainly lifting the heel up. And now just lowering that heel, lifting the front of the other foot up. And taking it forward, back heel up. Taking it back, front toes up. We're going to go for 2 more. So take it forward, the back heel comes up. Take it back, front toes up. One last time, taking it forward, back heel up. Take it back, front toes up. Lower the front toes, you're still in your tightrope. So now you're gonna actually pick up that front leg, pick up the right leg, put it behind the left. So we're adding a different type of emotion now. Now put it back in front. Taking it behind. And in front. 2 more. Behind. And in front, 1 more coming up. Here's our last one, taking it behind. And in front, stay on your tightrope. You're gonna take that right foot and tap it. Think of where the numbers are on a clock, tapping it 6 times to get behind and 6 times to come back up. So here we go, tapping it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bringing it back, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and feet are parallel. So we practiced moving in a up and down position, a forward and back position, and then by moving the weight of the other leg out to the side, you're throwing your balance off in that way. So we are trying to address different balance issues that might come up by doing that little bit of a drill. So I bet your calf is talking to you right now. So that's a bonus. You got a calf workout here. All right, so now we're doing the same things on the other side. So the lifting and lowering is just going to be 3 times, but everything else is 4 sets. Again, make sure your chair is in a spot you can reach for it if you feel you need it. So here we go. All the weight now is on that right foot. Bring that left knee up. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Taking it down. 2, 3, and 4. All right, doing it again. Bring it up. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it down. 2, 3, and 4. All right, almost there. 1 more set. Bringing it up. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it down. 2, 3, and 4. All right, so now take your left foot and put it in front of the right. Getting on your tightrope, heel to toe, slight gap so you don't catch. And then just a slight lean forward. Lift your back heel up. And now lift the toes up. And again, back heel comes up. Front toes up. 2 more times. Back heel comes up. Front toes up. Last time, back heel up. Front toes up. And lower the foot down. Stay on your tightrope. Now you're going to pick up that left foot, put it behind the right. So we're adding a little bit of a different type of a movement. And put it back in front. bringing it behind. And in front. 2 more times, taking behind. And in front, and 1 more time, take behind. And in front, but stay in this position. We're gonna tap again where the numbers are on your clock and tap 6 times for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, taking it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and feet are parallel. All right, so we're gonna stretch out the calves in a little bit. You may wanna hold on or not. We're gonna just lift the heel up and we're gonna alternate. Your hips are gonna shift a little bit. So we're just gonna do 2 sets of 8, starting with that right heel up, bringing it up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, good job with that. So we are going to do a little bit of balance and coordination, and then we are going to do a standing stretch called a mermaid. Now these 2 coming up, if for some reason you really have to sit, you can sit for these 2, or remain standing again, and try to keep different things available depending on any issues that people may have. All right, so for our coordination, you're almost hugging that imaginary tree in front of you. You're going to lower your left arm as you lift your right leg up. So we're going to take it for 8 on one side, 8 on the other side, then we're going to alternate that. So here we go, same side for 1 and 2, good, and 3, good. Try to keep the chest tight with the hands, 4 if you can, taking it for 5, 6, 7, and 8, then switch sides for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to alternate after this. Here's 7 and 8. Now start with the other side for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more, and 8. All right. So now we're going to do a similar thing to the side. So you're going to take that right leg and slightly out to the side, and you're going to bring that left arm out as that right leg comes up for 8, and then we go to the other side, then we alternate it. So here we go, bringing it out for 1, taking it down, and 2, and 3. Here's 4, taking it for 5, 6, 7, 1 more on this side, and 8, taking it to the other side for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8, alternating it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more, and 8. All right, good job with that. There you're working, you're using your body. So important. All right, so this next standing stretch move, it's called a mermaid. I borrowed it from my Pilates practice. Normally you'd be on a mat, seated, but we're going to do a standing version. So your hands are making a little circle in front of your hips, and you're going to slowly bring your arms up overhead. If overhead's not good, then just bring them to the chest height position. And then when we're up, we're going to take it over to the side. So if you're here, you can just reach the arm down. So modify any way that you can. So here we go, bringing the arms up, keeping the hips steady, just leaning over to the right. Let the right hand continue, reaching it through, bringing it back up, and bringing the arms down. We're going to go for 4 on a side. So bringing it up again, same side, taking it over. Going to add a little bit more of a flow. Make sure you're not leaning backwards. You don't want to put any stress on your spine, and bringing the arms down. 2 more. Bringing them all the way up, flowing it over, reaching it through, bringing it back, and up, and down. 1 more, all the way up, taking it over, reaching it through, bringing it back, and taking it down. Good. So we're going to go for 4 on the other side now. So come all the way up, taking it over to the left, letting it just flow through as you reach, bringing it back, and taking it down, and coming up for 2, over to the side, reaching it through, bringing it back, and take it down. 2 more coming up, taking it all the way up and over, reach it through, bring it back, and take it down. I think we have 1 more, bringing it up and over, and reach it through, and bring it up, and take it down. All right, so we're going to take it into a little bit of a stretching of the legs and the hips. I'm turning myself sideways so that you can see. You may want to step behind your chair, and you're going to reach your right leg back as far as you can. So now my body is evenly in between my both legs. And I'm going to slightly push my hip forward of the back leg. So slightly pushing that hip forward. Immediately feel a little bit of a stretch in here. If you know that you're okay with a deeper stretch and you don't have a knee issue, you may want to drop that back knee down a little bit without letting the right knee go forward, getting that stretch in here. So when we do come up, stay in this position, straighten out your legs, but lower the back heel if you can, getting a stretch in the calf. And now 1 more stretch, which will actually stretch the back of your front leg. Keep your back flat and keep your body steady as you just lower yourself down, using the chair to support your back. Make sure you don't put any pressure on that back. And you'll feel a little bit of a stretch in the back of your front leg. And then slowly bring yourself back up. Bring your feet parallel. And now you're going to step out the other leg. So just step that leg back. Up nice and tall. Pushing your left hip forward. Feeling the stretch in the hip, in the front of the thigh. And if you're able to come down a little bit with the knee, fine. If not, just stay where you are. Taking it down a little bit, making sure the front knee doesn't ride forward. Holding that position. And then when you come up, straightening out the legs, try to lower your heel back a little bit, getting a stretch in the calf. And the last one in this position is just going to be leaning forward, getting the stretch in the back of your front leg, keeping a flat back, using the chair to support you. And slowly bringing yourself back up and bringing your legs parallel. All right, so we're going to take it into a few chair position stretches. Some of it we're going to here a little bit. So we're going to take it into some arm circles. Sometimes I do it standing, sometimes I do it seated. I mix it all up, and a lot of times I have an outline of what I want to do, and I don't even follow my outline because something pops into my head and I end up switching things out depending on certain things that strike me. So we're having the hands reaching forward, palms are forward. We're going to go 8 circles forward, as big as is safe for you. So bringing them up and around your full range of motion. As you come back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, open up the chest. Bringing it up and around for 2, and take it down. Up and around for 3. Good, make sure you're not straining your neck, don't tense anything. Up and around for 4. We're going to take it for 5. And 6. 2 more in this direction, taking it around for 7. And around for 8. And now reverse your direction. Taking it back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, bring them up and around for 1. taking it around for 2. And here's 3. And 4. Taking it for 5. And 6, 2 more coming up. And here's 7. And around for 8. And I'm just placing my hands on my thighs. Now, in case you were doing a little bit of tensing, because sometimes when you're focusing on one thing, you seem to tense the neck, or people in general, not you specifically. So keep your shoulders level, keep your chin level. You're gonna look all the way over that right shoulder. And now just drop your chin and slowly roll your chin across your chest from right to left. And then look back to the center. And now look all the way over your left shoulder. Drop your chin, roll it across your chest from left to right, and then take it back to the center. All right, so we're going to take it into a wide leg position. And we're just gonna press the legs back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then you're just gonna relax. So again, make sure that you're not overarching or leaning back or feeling anything in your lower back. And sometimes the chair comes up a little bit, that maybe even a catty corner stretch might feel more comfortable. It depends. Everybody's different. So we're just going to bring the arms all the way out to the sides and just press it back, open up the chest, and then relax. One more time like that. Bringing them out to the sides, press it back, open up the chest, and relax. So bringing the hands back into the center of the thighs, pushing back. As you push back, you're opening up the hip. Now, when we were standing stretch, we opened up the hip in the front. Now we're opening up the hip in the center. So now we're just leaning forward a little bit. And slowly bring yourself back up. We're gonna one more time like that, just leaning forward a little bit. And bringing ourselves back up. So I'm stepping in a little bit of a yoga infusion here. You have a couple of things that you can do with your legs. You can keep them just like this, and we are gonna do a little version of a warrior, stretching the side of the body. The other thing that you can do, if you are a little bit more in tune with yoga, you can bring your right leg out straight. Either keep it out straight or bring your foot facing forward into that position. So my foot is forward. If that is not good for you, place that leg anywhere that is comfortable. You're gonna bring your arms out to the side. We're gonna lean to the left first, bringing the left forearm on the left thigh. Reaching that right hand up towards the ceiling. Again, you can stay here. If you want a deeper stretch and you're okay with that, you can bring that left hand towards the floor in front of the left leg or behind it, reaching either down towards the floor on one side or the other. And if you are down here, you can also place that left hand back on the thigh to help you get up if you need that assistance. And now we're just going to take it over to the other side, just reaching, not towards the floor, just down, let that hand hang, or place it on your hip if you need some more support. And bringing yourself all the way back up and bringing the arms down. So we're going to switch that to the other side. So now you're going to bend that right leg, bring that left leg out with the foot either in line with the leg or facing forward. If you don't twist like that, then you place it wherever you did on the other side. Arms are out to the side, and we're going to lean towards the right, taking that right forearm on that right thigh for support, reaching up towards the ceiling. And again, go where you're comfortable with, either reaching, staying here, reaching in front of the leg, behind the leg. Again, if you feel anything that doesn't feel right to you, listen to your body. And if you need assistance getting up, you're going to take that right forearm on the thigh and help yourself up. Make it that leg and bringing the arms down. All right. So we're going to take our right leg. You're gonna bring it out with the heel down and the toe up. Just be mindful that these chairs do have a little rounded edge there, so we don't wanna rock too far forward. So you're bringing that leg out. You're gonna lean towards that leg. Don't put any pressure on that extended knee. Now, this might be enough of a stretch for you, getting the back of the leg. If you're more flexible, or if you are okay with reaching towards either towards the foot, towards the back of the foot, wherever is safe for you, and you're just reaching towards. And in order to come back up, you can place your hand on your thigh, but not on the knee or on the other leg, bringing yourself back up. So we're gonna cross this leg, either ankle in front of the ankle or ankle on top of the thigh, if you know you're okay with getting your leg up there. If you've had any kind of hip surgery or replacement, you can be mindful of what your doctor or physical therapist has told you is contraindicated, not good for you, and what is safe for you to do. So you can take your right hand and press it in the thigh and push down a little bit, opening up your hip. And now in this position, while you're pressing down, lean forward a little bit, flat back. Make sure you're not putting pressure on that lower back. You should feel the stretch in this outer glute area. Those of you who are more flexible or who have practiced yoga and want to hang your hands over into a ragdoll, you can. Otherwise, stay where you are if you have no idea what I'm talking about. And if you are down in this position, you can place your hands on your calf and use your arms to bring yourself up. And now you can take your left hand in the center of the right thigh. Use the leg for leverage as you carefully, slowly just twist yourself. And slowly bringing yourself back to the center. And now just rotate that ankle 5 times. Bring it around as big as you can and slow. And 2, and 3, 4, 5. Now reverse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, and 5. And bringing that leg down. All right, so we're going to take it to the other side. So you want to be even. So you're going to take that left leg out, starting from the top with the heel down, toe up. Flat back, leaning forward a little bit. Again, this might be enough for you. You stop where it is good. I layer the intensity of the stretches, reaching towards your foot, towards your toes, wherever is good for you. And to safely come up, you can place your hand on your thigh, bringing your body up. And now we're going to cross the ankle wherever it's good for you, either ankle to ankle or bringing up on top of the thigh, placing your left hand in the center of the left thigh, provided you have no hip issues, pressing down into it, flat back, slightly leaning forward, feeling that glute stretch on the side of the leg here, where you felt it flat on the other side. And if you are okay with coming over for that stretch, fine. If not, just stay where you are. We should be holding all of our stretches about 30 to 60 seconds. And now if you are down in this position, place your hands on your calf and let your arms gently bring your body up. You're going to take your right hand in the center of the left thigh, using that leg for leverage as you just twist to look over that left shoulder. And don't force anything. Then bringing yourself back to the center. Rotating your ankle 5 times, as big and slow as you can, around for 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5, reversing it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you can bring that leg down. So we're gonna take it into a little bit of an upper body stretch. So keeping your chin level, keeping your shoulders level, you're gonna look all the way over your right shoulder. Holding that position. And now taking it back to center, and then you're gonna look all the way over the left shoulder. One side might feel a little tighter than the other. And taking it back to the center. So we're gonna look over that right shoulder again, but this time we're gonna tap a chin down towards your collarbone. If that's not good for you, just hold the position. So look all the way over that right shoulder again. And we're gonna slowly lower the chin towards the collarbone. Hold that position. And then bring it back up. We're gonna do that 2 more times, just staying in this position. Lower the chin back down. And bring it up. 1 more time, lower the chin down. And bring it up. And look back to the center. Good, same thing on the other side. Look over that left shoulder, hold that position. And then slowly lower your chin down towards the collarbone, slight pause there. Bringing it back up. 2 more times, slowly lower it down. And back up. Last time, lower it down. And bring it back up. And slowly come back to the center. All right, so we are going to now lower the right ear down to the right shoulder. Try not to let the body go, just the head. So lower the ear to the shoulder. This might be enough of a stretch for you. I always do it in level of intensity. I layer it so you stop where it is good for you. If you are okay with a deeper stretch, you can lower that left hand towards the floor with the arm away from the body. If that doesn't feel good, then put the hand back to where it was. You can also take your right fingertips at your left temple and add a tiny bit of tension. Again, stay where you are. If this is not good for you, then don't do it. To make it a little more intense, you can also take that left hand behind your back. And if the hand is behind the back, remove the hand behind the back. Remove the hand at the head, slowly bring your head back up. So now carefully, slowly do the same thing on the other side, only going as far as is safe for you. So lower the ear to the shoulder. Try not to lean, just lower the ear. You can take that a little bit more intense by lowering that right hand towards the floor. Stay here if that's good for you. Continue on if you want more. Take the left hand at that right temple. Very gently add a tiny bit more. And you can also try placing that right hand behind the back for a deeper stretch. And if the hand is behind the back, remove the hand behind the back, remove the hand at the head, slowly bring the head up. So we're going to stretch a little bit of the back of the neck. So I'm just bringing my arms out in front. They're in a 90-degree angle. I'm just tipping my chin a little bit, reaching my fingertips to the crown of the head. And now gently, slowly let the weight of the arms bring your head down a little bit. Don't yank, tug, or pull on your head. And then releasing the fingertips first, slowly bringing your head up and bringing the arms down. So we're going to move down to the shoulder area. So again, if you have any shoulder issues, only go as far as what is safe for you. I'm going to bring my right arm out to the side. I'm going to slowly bring the arm in front, left hand palm up, reaching the left palm to my forearm, and then just gently continuing the arm across the chest. Trying not to get the shoulder way up here, keeping it down as low as you can. Those of you who are used to this stretch may have seen it a little deeper by placing that forearm in the elbow, bringing it in a little bit more. If you're okay with that version of it, go right ahead. If you're not, keep it here a little bit less intense, so you do what is good for you. Now we're gonna bring that right arm back out in front, the left hand under the upper arm, slowly assisting the arm coming up towards the ceiling. Bending at the elbow, reaching towards your shoulder. Again, don't strain anything to get there. You can stay right here. If you're more flexible, you can push farther. Or you can even bring your arm up and over. But if you feel like you're tying yourself in a knot, go back to the previous one. You shouldn't strain to get into a stretch that should feel good. And now I'm taking it into a little bit of a side bend. Again, don't go there if that's not for you. And then bringing you all the way back up, releasing the arm down. And bringing that arm down. And yes, if you choose to stand for some of these, you can by all means stand, whatever is good for you. So now we're gonna bring that same thing on the other side. So bring your left arm out to the side. You're gonna slowly bring that arm close to the center. That right palm is up, reaching for the forearm or any version of it that you're good with, but that's okay with you. Bringing that cross chest, lowering the shoulder down. The little bit deeper is bringing the arm into this position. And this is a little bit easier. So you do what's good for you. You should feel mild tension when you're stretching, but you should never feel pain. So if it's painful, then please ease up. So now you're going to take that left hand out front. Let the right hand come underneath the upper arm, bringing the arm up towards the ceiling. Bending at the elbow, reaching for your shoulder. Again, this might be enough of a stretch for you. If you want to take it further, you can just push back or bring it up and over. And you can also add that little bit of a side bend if that works for you. But if you're doing stuff leaning to the side, make sure you're not leaning backwards as well, because then that would be putting some pressure on your back. And then slowly bringing yourself up. Releasing the arm down. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a chest expansion or opening the chest. Again, you can sit or stand for this. So you're bringing the arms all the way up. Palms face each other, they don't touch. And now turn the palms away, reaching down and behind you, opening up the chest. You can stay here for a deeper stretch. If you're in the chair, you can reach for the back of your chair, or you can also interlace your fingers behind your back and drive the knuckles towards the floor. If that's too much, just stay with the arms, reaching back, opening up chest. And then just relaxing. So we're going to take it all the way up again. Nice deep inhale as you come up. Palms do touch overhead or into the center of the chest if overhead's not good for you. Exhale as you come down. Keeping those elbows nice and wide. Rotate your fingertips towards me. We're stretching out a little bit of the forearms, a little bit of the wrists. And then if you can, bring the fingertips back up and around towards yourself. This is a little more awkward, so don't force it. Again, stretching the wrists, stretching the forearms. And then fingertips up towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms towards me and slowly reach out. You're stretching your hands, stretching the fingers a little bit. Making sure that you never lock or snap your elbows. So we never want to do anything like that. And now just release the hands. So you're going to take your right hand out like you're saying stop. The left hand gently pulls back the right fingers, getting a stretch in the underside of the forearm or lower part. For a deeper stretch, lift your palm up, bring the fingers down. It's more intense. If that's too intense, go back to the prior stretch. And releasing and taking now that left hand like you're saying stop. Gently bring the fingers back. Taking it to the next level if you want to. Palm up, fingers down. And releasing the hands down. All right, good job with that. So we're going to take it into a couple of additional leg stretches. we're going to bring your arms out to the sides. You're gonna bring your knee up, holding the back of the thigh, taking it into 3 extensions, just bringing the leg up for 1, and bend, and 2, and then 1 more, and 3, and bend, and lower it down. And again, we're gonna take it to the other side, so bringing that left knee in, hands behind the thigh, bringing it out for 1, and bend, and 2, and bend, and 3, and bend, and taking it down. Right, so we're gonna take that similar into a little bit of a sort of a march, bringing your knee in with a hug. So if you're standing, that might be a little bit more of a balance issue, coming up like this and hugging. So you may want to sit for that. Again, listen to your body and do what is right for you. So it's called a single leg stretch. Typically you would do it on your backs on the mat, but we're adjusting it to the chair. So you're bringing your arms out to the side. You're going to start with that right knee in first. Either reach behind the thigh or reach with the shin. If you can't reach the shin, reach behind. So here we go, bringing that right leg up. We're going to alternate and bring it down and taking it to the left and in. Good. Taking it for 2 and reach. Other side and reach. Taking it for number 3 and reach. And other side. We're going to go for a total of 5. So here comes number 4. Reach it in and release. Other side and release. 1 more each side. Taking it in for 5 and release. Other side and release and taking it down. All right, so we're going to take it into a little bit of a breathing and circulation exercise here, a little bit of a drill, where we're going to be pumping our arms. We're going to inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. We're only going to go for 3 sets of that. Usually you'd go for 10 sets, and it's called hundreds in Pilates. It's a breathing and circulation exercise. We'll only go for 3 of them, 3 out of 10. So fingers are nice and long. You're pumping from the shoulders, not just flapping or shaking your wrists. We're going to inhale for a count of 5 and exhale for 5. So here we go. As we inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time as you inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, didn't feel like we did 30 pumps, but we actually did. All right, so we're going to take it into a little bit of a spine stretch. It's kind of replicating a yoga cat-cow. So in this position, you would be on your hands and knees, pushing your spine up towards the ceiling, and then arching chest proud. So we're going to do a seated version of that. So I'm just turning sideways so that you can see a little bit. As I slide my hands past my knees, pulling in the belly button, bringing that spine back, getting a nice stretch, tucking the chin a little bit. So slowly tuck the chin, slide your hands down, push the back away from you, getting a little bit of a stretch there. And now slide your hands closer to your hips, lift your chest, nice and proud, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And we're going to do that again. Slowly slide your hands towards your knees, tuck your chin, pull the belly button in, pressing the back away from you. And now as you slowly come back, lift the chest, lift the tail. Try not to bring your head way back. Just think of the chest lifting, not your head. We're going to go for 1 more. As you slowly slide your hands towards your knees, tuck the chin, belly button in, reaching down. And slowly bring yourself all the way up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, chest proud, and slowly bring the arms up. So we're going to do some shoulder raises, and then we're going to do just some shoulder circles, along with bigger circles with the hands on the shoulders as we go around. You can sit or stand for this one. So slowly just bring your shoulders up towards your ears and slowly lower down. Let's see if you can touch your fingers to the floor. And again, bring them all the way up and lower it down. Taking it up for 3 and take it down. We're going for 2 more. Bring it up for 4 and down. Last one coming up, taking it up for 5 and bring it down. We're going to roll the shoulders to the front, up and around for 1 and 2, going for 5 as well. Taking it for 3 and 4 and 5 and reverse, taking it around for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So if you can, place your fingers on your shoulders. If that's not good for you, then you're just going to either just do some more shoulder rolls or do light elbow rolls in this position, if this is too awkward or not good for you. So you're going to bring your elbows to the front, up and around for 5 times, bringing it around for 2 and around for 3 and 4, 1 more, and 5. We're going to reverse it, bringing it around for 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4 and 5. All right, so we're going to take it into a little bit of a exercise called a one-leg circle, where you're reaching the leg out and we're going to circle it around. If this is too much for you with the straight leg, bend the leg and just come around like this. So bring the leg out, slow and controlled. So you're going to bring your right leg in towards the left, bringing it up and around for 1 and 2, 3, feeling a little stretch in here, and 4 and 5. Now reverse that circle, taking it around for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. With taking it to the other side, straightening out the leg or bent, depending on what's good for you. Bring that left leg in towards the right and around for 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5, and reversing that, taking it around for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. All right, good job with that. So for the remaining maybe 10, 12 minutes that we have, we're going to take it down to the mat for those of you who want to. I'm going to try to give instructions as well for seated. When I say, or when you're on your back, you're going to be reaching your hands and feet to the opposite sides of the room. You're going to be bringing your knee into your chest, going for extensions. So we can do a lot of it in the chair. I'm going to try to do both. It's a little bit difficult to teach that way, but I'm going to do my best. So if you're staying with the mat, make if you have a strap, it's helpful, or a belt or a rope. So you're going to take it down onto your backs. So you're going to extend your hands and feet to the opposite sides of the room. Imagine that someone has taken hold of your wrists and your ankles, and they're pulling you in the opposite direction. I'm just taking my hair flip out because it's not going to work. So if you're in your chair, you can extend your legs out and reach your arms up towards the ceiling, taking a nice deep inhale and exhale, and breathe normally. Slowly bring your right knee in towards your chest, bringing your hands behind the thigh. Remember when we did the extension seated, you can also, this also works in the chair. Hugging that knee all the way in, feel that lower back release. Make sure you're not tensing your neck or anything, just relax. And if you can, you're going to straighten out your leg, 3 extensions. So slowly bring the leg out straight for 1, and bend, and 2, and bend 1 more, and 3, and bend, And now rotate the ankle 3 times. That's around for 1, 2, 3, reverse for 1, 2, and 3. So if you're in the chair, just sit for a second. If you're on the mat, you're gonna take your left hand on the outside of the right leg. If, assuming you're using the right leg, taking that leg over to the side, extending your arm out. If you're in the chair, you're just gonna cross one leg over the other and try to twist in the opposite direction. Your hand can be wherever it's comfortable for you. And then bringing that right knee back to the center, giving it a little bit of a hug. You can release the leg, bringing it down to the floor, whether you're in the chair or the mat. And now slowly bring your left knee into your chest, hugging it in. Feel that lower back release. Taking it for your 3 extensions all the way up for 1, and bend, and 2, and bend 1 more, and 3, and then rotating the ankle 3 times. That's 1, 2, 3, reversing that for 1, 2, and 3. And if you're on the mat, you can take that right hand on the outside of the left leg, bringing it over. If you're in the chair, just cross one leg over the other if you can. Bringing the arm out to the side if you are on the mat. And taking yourself back to the center, hugging that knee in. So if you're on the mat, you can take your right leg in to meet the left. If you're on the chair, you can place your hands on your thigh, flat back, and just lower your chest down towards your thighs a little bit. Don't go too far, making sure your back is supported. And if you're on your mat, you can slowly lower that left foot down to the mat, reaching for your rope, placing it underneath the back of the leg. If you're on the chair, you can just reach for your right leg and extend it out straight, holding that stretch. Taking it as far as you can. So this next directive is just for the mat. If you have your left legs bent, you can straighten it out. It won't work in the chair. You can just hold the leg up, getting a nice stretch in that position. And you can just release that right leg, bringing that right leg to the floor. And now taking that left leg, bringing the knee into the chest, placing the rope underneath the bottom if you have a rope, or just grab by the back of your thigh, bringing that leg up as far as you can. If you're on the chair, you can try extending the leg out. And if you're on the mat, you can slide your right leg out straight if that works for you. Otherwise, keep it bent. And releasing that leg. And you can place the rope or strap on the side. We're going to slowly make our way up to a standing position. Don't pop right up. So whether you're on the mat or on the chair, we're going to take it up to a standing position. keeping my heels slightly closer together. Toes are on an angle, almost like a V position. And we're just going to bring the hands down towards the floor. We're gonna slowly press back, squeezing the shoulder blades together as we slightly lift the heels. If lifting heels is not good for you, then don't worry about that. So I'm lifting the heels and pressing back. And now slowly coming down, gluing the thighs together and pressing and lift. And taking it down. We're gonna go for 2 more. Press and lift. And take it down 1 more. Press and lift. And take it down. So you're not gonna lift the heels. We're gonna work up to that. But you're gonna press your hands back. And now just look all the way over to the right. Look all the way over to the left. Look to the center. And relax the arms. We're gonna go 2 more times. Now, when you look, it's just with your head. Don't twist your whole body if you can help it. So just press the arms back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Look to your right. Look to your left. Look to the center. And release the arms. Let's go for 2 more. Press, reach. Look to the right. Look to the left. Look to the center. And release 1 last time. Press. And look right. Look left. Look center. And relax. So we're gonna bring your arms out to the side. And as you come to the center, the left hand is gonna be higher than the right. You're going to reach for your opposite shoulders. Give yourself a hug. Holding that position. Now you can stay here if it feels okay. If you want to intensify a little bit, you can slowly drop your chin. Lift the elbows up if that works for you. If it doesn't feel good, then don't. Then lower the elbows. And lift the chin. And lower the arms down. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So bring the arms towards the center. This time the right hand is higher than the left. Reach for your opposite shoulders. Hold that position. And then slowly lower the chin. Lift the elbows. Lower the elbows. Lift the chin. And bring the arms down. So we're gonna have our hands to the sides. As we inhale, you're gonna lift the heels a little bit, lift the arms, and lift the eyes looking up towards the ceiling without lifting your chin up. And then when we come down, you're gonna look down towards the floor. So we're actually just working on our eye motion, looking up and looking down. So nice deep inhale, inhale up, heels up, hands up, eyes look up to the sky. Lower the heels if you feel unsafe. And now slowly bring the hands down, the heels down, the eyes look down to the ground. 1 more time. Nice deep inhale up, everything comes up. Exhale down, and everything comes down. I want to thank all of you for joining me for the library series. As a reminder, I won't be here next week, so there's no class. Hopefully we'll see all of you the following week. Thank you very much.